Okay, so last night I made my first ever video using my phone and YouTube Gaming to record a game of Hearthstone. I'm bad at Hearthstone, and I wanted to see if I could capture that experience on video. So I played a game. It was fun, and I realized as after I did it that I didn't actually explain how my deck worked at all. So this time I'm going to try to do it again and explain how I think the deck's supposed to work. I'm not really sure. I've never watched a tutorial video or read anything about how the deck works. I just saw the list and I was like, ooh, that looks great. I'm going to craft it. So I used all my dust and I made this deck, and I'm going to see how it turns out. Just got an encouraging word. It's there. Practice makes perfect. Keep doing it. So we'll see if I can pull it off. Okay. Highlander Priest. So this is a deck I pulled offline. I've played it maybe three times now. The idea is you have one copy of each card, and the main key things in the deck, they call it Razakus because of Raza the Chained, which is this card right here, Raza. So if your deck has no duplicates, your hero power costs 0 this game. The priest hero power is 2 mana, or 2 crystals. Mana? I don't know what they call it. 2 mana, we'll go with mana. 2 mana to heal yourself for 2 life. And in this one, if you have no duplicates in your game, your hero power costs 0. So that's cool. You play this card, there's no duplicates in this deck. So you play this and your hero power costs 0. So you get to every turn heal yourself for 2. And then they call it Razakus, because Raza and Kazakis, you can just kind of swim together. Kazakis, this guy here, if your deck has no duplicates, you get to create a custom spell. I am sure that there is something that you're supposed to do with Kazakis. Like you are supposed to make some kind of fancy spell that does something cool. It's very flexible. I always make like a really ridiculously high costed spell that does something fun. And I'm sure that I'm like really, really certain that I play this card entirely wrong. But I play it and I use it, and sometimes it does cool stuff. I'm going to see. That's one I really should look up how you're supposed to do it. So Raza, Kazakis. So we're playing one of each card, one copy of each card specifically so that we can use those two. And then the win condition for this deck is we've got this Death Knight card. This changes our hero from, instead of doing 2 healing, he does 2 damage every time that you, 2 damage with the hero power. So if I've played Raza, it doesn't cost anything and he does 2 damage. That's to a creature or the enemy hero. And after you play a card, you get to refresh it. So you play a card and then do 2 more damage. Play a card, do 2 more damage. And if it doesn't cost anything, then you can do a lot of damage really quickly. And I've been playing this deck for a while, well, a deck of this sort for a while, and I did not have this card right here, but everybody else was playing it, and I was like, ooh, that should be in the deck because it doubles the damage and healing of your spells and hero power. So if you have Shadow Reaper Anduin, it does 2 damage, but with this guy on board, it does 4. So, and if you're doing it for free with Raza, then you're like, you play a card, do 4 damage, play a card, do 4 damage, play a card, do 4 damage. It's a really great combo. He doesn't stay alive very long, but a lot of times you can combo out in 1 turn when you play him. You have to do math, I think, to be good at that. So sometimes I try to stop and do the math, but usually I just throw it down and smash him in the face. And then there's a bunch of one-of cards of various things that are supposed to help keep you alive long enough to do that. So usually if you get Raza the Chained early, I think that's what makes you win. Get Raza, get Shadow Reaper Anduin, hopefully Prophet Velen maybe. This card right here is really super fun. When you cast a spell, you get random priest spells to your hand, so it keeps you getting lots of things. And then there's a bunch of super cheap cards. I think that those are there so that you can trigger Shadow Reaper Anduin a bunch of times. I think. So that's how I think the deck is supposed to work. And a lot of these cards draw you cards. And I think that's so that you can get the things you need to win. So that's my best guess at how this deck is supposed to work. And so that's how I play it. And we will give it a shot and see what happens. This is the newest one I've got. So let's try it. I've got like 4 different lists on there. They all have basically the same cards. They all have Raza, Kazakis, Shadow Reaper Anduin, Prophet Velen. I wasn't using him before, but I have him now, so definitely going to use him in every deck. Okay, here we go. And I'm at rank 18 because I don't win a lot of games. I win enough games to get the card back every month, so like I get up to rank 20. I've gotten up to rank 6 one time, and that was with playing an aggro Zulok deck up to like the 13 or 12 or something. I just hit them in the face a bunch with aggressive cheap cards. And then once I got to that rank, I switched to a mid-range shaman deck, and I grinded a lot of games. I was trying to get to rank 5, and I didn't realize it was the end of the month, and I didn't play for like 2 days, and I didn't hit rank 5, but I came really close. And then I decided that wasn't worth trying that hard again, so I haven't done it. Okay, I don't think that I want any of these cards. I think reading a mulligan guide for this deck would be really good, but I've never done that either. None of those are creatures. They don't give me any board presence. They also don't draw cards. I guess Mass Dispel does. They also don't contribute to my win condition. Mind Blast does, but not without any of the other cards. So I think I'm just going to mulligan them away and hope for the best. The Mind Blast does 5 damage, and with Prophet Velen it does 10, and that's one of the ways that I've win the game sometimes. Ah, sweet. So Raza, that's what we wanted to see. Seriously, every time. Well, let me rephrase. I don't win every time I get Raza, but I definitely don't win when I don't get it. If that makes any sense. Greetings. Blessings to you. I greet you. I actually really like the Anduin hero portrait, but Tyrande is a girl. Tyrande is a girl hero, so I play with her. Also, she's got the shimmery effect. So I'm going to play the Novice Engineer, draw a card, because drawing cards is good. And there's my Shadow Reaper Anduin. So there I've got Raza the Chained, Shadow Reaper Anduin. So this is like how you win the game. Hero power costs nothing. This guy, when he comes into play, he destroys all hero minions with 5 or more attack. And then I can deal 2 damage, play a card, deal 2 damage, play a card. I like to try to save my coin for once Shadow Reaper Anduin is out, because it's just an extra way to play a card and get another, I call it reaping. Shadow Reap, Shadow Reap, Shadow Reap. It's probably has a name. It's like Mind Blast or something, I think. Void Form. I don't know. And then it gives me another mana to play another card. I think I'm supposed to put a creature on the board. This guy's better if you have something to put him on. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to use him on. He's not in any other decks I've played, so I'll just play him. It's better than having nothing. I really like this beetle that they're playing. It gives you 3 armor when it dies. I see it in a lot of decks lately. It's one of the cards from the new set. I think it's cool. I like armor. Keeps you from dying. This one here does too, because it gives 4 health each hero when it dies, which is also good. Okay, so I could coin out Raza the Chained right now. Like play the coin to get extra mana and play that, but that doesn't really seem necessary. So I think I'm just going to kill one of their creatures. Like, how about that one? I'm down some health. And then I gain 4 health back, and I will heal this guy so I can use him again to attack, and then pass my turn. I could have used Shadow Visions there. Maybe I should have done that. I never know what I'm... Like, I try to use Shadow Visions when there's something I want. Like, when I'm like, oh, I really need a Shadow Word Death, or I really need a Dragonfire Potion right here. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to use it right away. But I like to play this guy soon. Guy, yeah, I think he's... I wish I knew what his battle cry was. Okay, so now my hero power costs 0, so I try to use it every turn. Heal myself. Probably should have used it on this guy after I attacked, but... Again, bad at Hearthstone. Think it's probably better. What does their weapon do? That's one of the cool legendary weapons. Skull of Mana. At the start of your turn, summon a demon from your hand. Oh, this is going to get bad quickly. I know what's going to happen here. So this deck, they're probably just going to summon a bunch of demons. And then they're going to use their Death Knight. Gul'dan's Death Knight version. It resummons all the demons that they've played and then changes his hero power from draw a card and take 2 damage to like deal 3 damage with lifesteal, so it like heals them and stuff. So I need to try to kill them before that happens. I think would be good. This deck does not have Holy Nova. I like to play with a deck tracker so that I know what's in the deck. I don't think it has Holy Nova. I can't do Shadow Reaper Anduin. I can wipe the board with a Dragon Fire Potion and get rid of everything, which might not be a bad idea right now. Just, except I think they're going to summon a whole bunch of demons at me soon. What card is this over here? I can't see my whole hand. Shadow Word Death. I could just get rid of that guy. Maybe I should do that. Let's do Shadow Word Death. I'm sure that I'm supposed to be doing something else here. Like maybe I should have played this one onto the board, heal myself more. But I already talked about my decision-making process. Okay, so I really don't like this card. It's annoying. It's got 9 health. It's got taunt, so it takes forever to chew through. And then when you do manage to destroy it, it summons a whole bunch more taunters. It's really annoying. And it dies, and then they bring it back. Oh, it's really, really annoying. I could take control of an enemy minion and run into another one. If I do it with the beetle, then I could get the armor. That's kind of cool. I could heal myself. I could put down this guy first. Then I could take this. Yeah, heal some things. And then I could run it into that. I thought I turned off notifications for Facebook Messenger. Then, oh, it's always telling me to make haste. Let's draw a card with my my Power Word Shield. And that's cool. I think I'm done. So I don't know how to do video things. Like I said, this is my second video, and I told it to stop notifying me of things, and it keeps doing it anyway. So we'll see how that works. Da, 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 da. Oh, they're gonna kill my guy. That's so sad. I was hoping that they'd put out a bunch of big demons so that I could play Shadow Reaper Anduin and feel like I got good value out of it. If I use Psychic Scream, all of those things will go back into their deck. And that'd be cool because I don't have to deal with them. But I really think I need to try to like destroy enemy before the enemy, my opponent. I think I need to try to destroy my opponent before they play their Death Knight card. So I don't need to heal. Maybe I can just do Shadow Reaper Anduin. I'm gonna regret this. This is the point in which I probably didn't do the right thing. I think I should wait. They're gonna play like a bunch of big dudes in a second. Play that. I'm gonna silence this one. Undo that. So that's the shtick of it, is because when it's free from Raza, then you get to just keep doing it. So I got to do a little bit of damage there. I wish I had Prophet Velen in my hand because I could just go do twice as much. My goal is to not have to interact with their board. I probably should have killed some stuff on their board. I'm going to keep saying that I probably should have done all this stuff that I didn't do as I sit here and not do it. Maybe now I Psychic Scream and make all their stuff go away because it's inconvenient for me. Maybe it'd be better to do once it's... What do I have enough face? And then I could Dragon Fire Potion. Probably I should save the Psychic Screen for, let's do Shadow Visions. What can I get? I don't even know what I'm supposed to take here. Life still seems good with this Blood Mage Thanos. So I'll do that. I think I can get a lot of damage out of that, maybe. And then I gotta remember to do my Shadow Reaping. And then I think I'm going to Dragon Fire Potion. Then I'm going to hit him in the face again. And they're going to make a bunch of taunters. It's okay. Okay. I don't know. What else? Still a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes. A lot of dudes. I'm not getting enough damage in quick enough either. My biggest hope is just that they don't play their Death Knight. I don't think they have very many demons in their hand because they don't seem to be playing any with this weapon. Oh no! So I don't know what the seal does. Add the first seal to your hand, and then there's like a second seal and a third seal. Ooh. I could play Lara the Sun Shard and see if I can get a bunch of cards out of that. That could be cool. We could try that. Alright, so we're going to go like this. And probably just play bad things. Do badly. Okay, do that. New sun. Do like so. Play this guy. Do like so. Play this one. Got a card. It's cool. Oh, we got Razakus. Do like so. Play the Binding Heal. I don't really need to heal myself, so it might be a waste. Probably regret that later. Do like so. And just to get another use out of it, do like so. Okay, they're down to 10. I got Holy Fire here for 5. I can copy 3 cards in our deck. I mean, we're not doing too bad, right? Right? So I like to use Razakus and make a giant potion that does a bunch of damage. I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do, but that's what I like to do. And there's my other Spirit Lash. I can use that now to kill off some of their dudes. Heal myself up again. I should definitely do that this turn. Shadow Essence, copies of... I wish I had a deck tracker so I knew what was left in my deck. Okay, let's remember to use this first. Then Razakus. Okay, so what I like to do, and I'm sure that this is wrong, but I like to create a 10 cost spell. And I like it to... That doesn't do any of the things I like. I like it to... I guess I like it to draw me cards. And... okay, so I like it when it like does 8 damage and does 6 damage to every creature on the board. That's my favorite one. But it didn't do any of those things this time. So that was sad. And then I'll do 2 damage to you. And then I will do damage to everybody. And then I will do damage to you again because I just seem to be very focused on that goal. Because I think that's what's going to win me the game, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I just keep focusing on doing it quickly. I think they're going to put their energy towards getting rid of this. Maybe. I guess it doesn't really matter once I have Shadow Rebrand went out. Usually this card draws all kinds of attention because when you're a priest, you heal, but when you put this down, it makes you do damage instead. I don't know if that was good for me to play because I was going to use this card next turn, which does 5 damage and restores health to my hero, but that's just going to make me hurt my hero. But I have plenty of life, so probably not a problem. But that's enough to kill them, right? Probably okay. I think it's fine. It's fine. I can just bumble my way through this deck, right? We'll see. This is the part where I always get really nervous. Like, as soon as I think that I've got it, then things tend to either not... One of two things happens. Either I lose in a very dramatic, unexpected fashion, or they concede. Losing in a dramatic, unexpected fashion is kind of fun, because then I learn something, maybe. Or I mean, I learn something. Haha! My opponent left! Dun, dun, dun. And there we go. I win! Okay, cool. Well, that's how the deck works. If I would have gotten a chance to play another turn, I would have dropped Prophet Velen. I could have done, let's see, with what I had in my hand, I could have done 2 points of damage from my hero power, played Prophet Velen, done 4 more, so that's 6. Then I could have played that, no, I couldn't have played the Holy Fire. Then I could have, I didn't have anything else cheap, did I? Nope, that's it. I could have done 6 that way. So I'd have been better to go 2 with my hero power, play the Holy Fire for 5, do 2 more with my hero power, that'd be 9. So I could have done 9 that way. Huh, either way, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I think that they pretty much didn't have any chance unless they had a lot of lifesteal somehow. Cool. Okay. Well, that's how the deck works, I think. Or not. Maybe I'm sure that there's like a million reasons why all those cards are in there and why I played them wrong. But I think it's pretty well... it's a pretty well pile of cards that does stuff. And you make... I like it. I like doing... Shadow Reaping. So maybe I'll come back and do another shot of that. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.